join. And I just think it takes a lot of courage to start something in the middle of a pandemic, and she was like, let's do this. And so to see how Sam's dream is now affecting Shelly's life, I just think it's kind of a cool thing. So Shelly, come on up and let's give Shelly a big round of applause.
Well, that was quite the act to follow. I don't know if I can hold up to that. Thank you. As Grace said, I am Shelly Bauer. I have started my Mary Kay business a year ago. This year's gone by fast, but it's been great. When Grace asked me to speak to you today on what my Mary Kay journey has meant to me, I begrudgingly said yes, but then had to be like, okay, well, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to share? What does it mean to me? How did I get here and where am I going to go? So if I look at my Mary Kay journey, it started over 15 years ago using the product because my mom has used it forever. So if it's what mom uses, it's what you use because she buys it. So it's like, okay, this is gotta be great. So lifelong user of the product. But as I was thinking more about what I wanted to share, what does this journey mean for me from starting to just use product as a young girl to now being a young adult woman, starting a business, one word that kept coming to mind was timing. We all know timing is important. You always say you have to have the conversation at the right time. You have to show up at the right time. We don't always have control over timing, but if we can, we know that we want it because it's important. Another word that kept coming up to me was opportunity. So as I talk through my journey, those are going to be two keywords that keep coming back up. So let's fast forward after using the product, 8 years. I'm a senior in college. I have still been using the products. I have a roommate who just signed up to be a Mary Kay beauty consultant. She asked me, shall we go to this event with me? Like, we all ask our friends to go to our events and our parties. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I really like the product. I want to support you. Why not? Let's go. Also, in all of our events and our parties, we ask people to rate your level of interest in Mary Kay. So I did that. I answered too high. Because next thing I knew, her sister consultant was sitting at the table, sharing the opportunity with me, and a little voice inside of me is like, do it, just do it. But the louder voice is like, oh shoot, why did you say that number? Well, they're asking questions, now they're selling me on this. So at the end of it, my fear took over, and I was like, no. I politely declined, I was like, no, I'm good. So at that point in time, timing's important, remember. At that point in time, I'm a senior in college. I'm graduating with my degree. I've got student loans. I'm supposed to go get a real job. This wouldn't be a real job. This isn't going to pay off my student loans. So I was like, no, I don't want to take that risk. Well, let's now fast forward 6 years. 2019, I am recently engaged, and I go to a bridal expo, and I run into Sam, who we were high school friends, who I hadn't seen in a long time. I was like, hi, what's going on? And she's like, I'm here doing Mary Kay. She's like, have you ever thought about using Mary Kay for your wedding? And I'm like, I have used it for years, but no, I did not think about using it for my wedding. I don't know why. So she was sharing her experience with me. Ended up booking her for my wedding. So she did my mom's makeup, she did some of my girls' makeup. Again, timing. That was the pivotal point, was getting reconnected with Sam. And then I started following her Facebook page because she posted fun stuff and whatnot. So I was like, I like to look at things as we all scroll through Facebook. Well, let's fast forward now. We're now January 2020. Recently married for about 4 months or so. My husband, Pat, is a wrestling coach. Anyone that knows wrestling knows we got married and he left for 3 months. I saw him at maybe 8 or 9 o'clock when he would come home at night. And because he adjusts his work schedule to make coaching fit, he would be out the door by like 5, 6 in the morning. So I didn't see him. It's winter time. We're stuck in the house. We don't know what being stuck in the house means yet. We're just stuck in the house during winter time. And I'm like, I need a girls' night. Well, timing. I see Sam post saying she needs a booking for January. She needs one more, and she's going to give that person 20% off. I was like, well, dang, I want a girls' night. I can get girls. I can host a party. let's just do it. So I host a party. And my girls are great. Sam says, if you ask questions, you get a prize. My girls love prizes. So there was a lot of questions asked. Sam shared the opportunity. Sam shared her Mary Kay story, her experience, her business, and also shared about you guys and the ladies that she came to know and love, and Grace, who led her. So my girls are asking all these questions, and I'm sitting there thinking, why am I not doing this? But I don't know. I don't have an answer yet. But this all sounds really good. So again, timing, when we look at all of this. Now, post-party. It's still on my mind. So it just didn't go away that night when Sam left. I'm still thinking about it. And I don't know what I want to do, but I decided to make it real. That I verbalized that thought. So I went to Pat, and I'm like, kind of thinking about Mary Kay. What do you think? He's like, don't you already do that? No, I just buy all this stuff. So, okay, check. Pat's in, he doesn't care. $100 on worse things, whatever. But I still wasn't ready to say yes. I was still fearful. So I started messaging Sam, and I was just like, hey, I'm kind of thinking about this, like, things that you said sound really good, and I never heard about those things before. And she's like, wait, what? You want to sign up? So I've been talking to Sam, still not ready to commit. So I decided I need to talk to my girlfriends. Now looking back, I knew I was going to say yes, but I was too scared to let myself say yes, that I needed others to reaffirm that I should say yes. So I shared it with my girlfriends. Of course I cherry-picked the ones that are going to tell me yes. So girls check. So again, timing. February 2020, I signed my contract. Woo!
Yeah.
March 2020, COVID-19 hits. I was like, well, shoot, what did I do? I just signed my contract. I met with Grace, and she's wonderful, and I've gone to like maybe one or two of the events where I'm like, I love these ladies. But now I ordered inventory, and now we're stuck in our houses, and it's a global pandemic, and you're not supposed to touch people, and people don't want to touch things that you've touched. But it was okay. I was like, I'm just gonna ride it out, we'll see what happens. Well, it was a blessing. It was a group of positive women, powerful women, that when the world seemed like it was crumbling, we were having our Zoom meetings, and Grace being so excited and just like sharing whatever's going on and being real and being like, this freaking sucks. It's stuck in my house. Like, I feel you. I feel that so much. So a year later, I look back at what my journey's been. I don't regret signing up. I look at it, and it seems like a year's gone by really fast, but it also kind of feels like, I feel like I should have been doing this for so much longer than what I have. I've learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes that I've learned from, I'm not going to make again. I go, Sam, why'd I do that? So I've grown. What Mary Kay has given me through this journey so far is new perspective. Seeing the way that Grace addresses situations, that our ladies address situations, have changed my perspective of conversations, both personal and professional. And looking at things in a different way, slowing down, hearing what people are saying, and then letting them talk and saying, well, how do you feel about that? Not always, well, this is what I have to say about that. Just, it's not about me, it's about them. Let them be heard. I learned that. So also, that's how I got here. But where do I want to go now? But just as I've struggled with a little bit. Because there's red jackets, there's team leaders, there's directorship, there's cars, there's a lot of things. I don't know what I want. We have our Zoom meetings, and everyone's like, here are the titles that I'm chasing. I'm like, I need a title. Like, I need something to chase. Like, red jacket, that makes sense. I like it. But it's like, that wasn't lighting my fire. And then I felt scared. I'm like, why don't I have this thing that everyone else wants? And then we had a training. And then I talked to Grace following the training and decided I may not have that thing, that title that I necessarily want, but I want to build something that gives me the opportunities before I need it. So I want to build my business into something that is there, so that way, if I decide I don't want my full-time job anymore, that that my husband wants to do something different, that I'm able to. And it can be an easy decision for what we want and not what we feel like we're stuck in. So part of everyone's Mary Kay journey, it's gonna change. What I thought I was getting into is not what I know I'm in now. But I'm doing it in a way that's true to me, in a way that I know that it can continue to change based off where I'm at. So I want to build my business and have it meaningful to me, so that way, if all of a sudden Pat's like, I don't want to work here anymore, I want to go be a personal trainer, or I want to go do this or go do that, we can be like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's figure it out. We can make it work. I've already got these finances on the side. So that way, use our business, our journey, to have those opportunities in life and not having that, oh shit moment happened and now I'm stuck. So that is my journey that I've been so excited to share with everyone.